Alrighty, welcome. It's Ecom Rebel, and I'm just saying hello to you guys. I got Facebook happening, and I got YouTube happening. I'm going to see how quickly I can get through this one tonight because we've got a webinar. I've got a webinar, weekly webinar, as you know, on Mondays, and that's to do with the course that I'm part of, a large group. We've got over 200 members now. So we're going through that every Monday night. We cover information about ICOs, what's happening, all the latest stuff. So that is on shortly. So I'm going to get to a winner first. So just bear with me. All right, let's see. Let's find a winner from yesterday. Pick a winner. Ricky Jr. Makalala. Congratulations to the winner. Yes, he's congratulating another winner, but he's got himself some Bitcoin Cash. How awesome is that? Thank you. All right, let's send some Bitcoin Cash your way. $10 US. Good to see a real profile picture. That's always a good thing to see. All right, so we'll send that $10. And when you receive that Bitcoin Cash, just let me know in the comments. I want to make sure you received it. Appreciate that. All right, let's close that one down. That's sent through. Let's see who's on. Let's check out the live feed. I'm about a half an hour earlier than normal, so some of you guys might not be on already, but that's okay. All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to cover first. Let's have a look at the news. I'll try out the Brave browser. I've been trying that lately, so we'll get the go. Hey Chanel, how you doing? Good to have you on board, buddy. Hope you had a good day. All right, so markets are looking good today. We got green across the board. Bitcoin up about 9% currently, Ethereum up 7.5%, Ripple up 11%, and with Bitcoin we're nearly about 8,800. I think it touched nearly 9,000 today. Ethereum 869, it's looking good. Ripple at $1.09. Bitcoin Cash still about 1,300, up 4.85%. Cardano 38 cents, up 5.3%. Litecoin $160, up 10.39%. Neo up 13% to $114.11, and Stellar 39 cents, up 9%. EOS $9, 7% up today, and IOTA $1.88, up 12%. That wraps up the 10. So across the board looking good. If we go down pretty much the whole market, some crazy figures there for Ucash at 800%, but probably low volume on that one. But generally speaking, we've had a good all-round strong day, so that is good news. We've dropped a little bit, but not too much. Last I checked it on the charts, it was looking good, so that is great news. Okay, let's check out some news. What did I find interesting today? I think I brought up a couple of interesting little things. Here was one. Arizona State Senate approves a bill to permit tax payments in Bitcoin. So you can pay your tax in Bitcoin. How exciting is that? So I thought that was interesting. This is all part of adoption. You know, once they realize that, hey, you can pay your tax bill with Bitcoin and other crypto, well then, you know, why shouldn't it be legal? So I think this is a good thing. I can't say I'm excited about paying tax, but the idea of someone saying that you can accept it and they'll take it, that is awesome. That's a step in the right direction, so that was good news. What else did I see? There wasn't too much there you know, that really stuck out today that I saw. And even on Cointelegraph, there's a bit of stuff around Binance and McAfee. They're having words about, he was saying it was a hack, and Binance is saying it wasn't, to do with exchanges. So yeah, that was about it. What else have we got? BitGrail. This one was where, and this was really interesting because Railblocks, that changed its name to Nano just recently. So, and I did talk about Nano previously. We'll just find where Nano is. God, has it gone that far down? Let's have a search for Nano. Oh, there it is. So Nano, currently ranked 23. So this was Railblocks, right? And it just did a rebrand of its name. Now, there was a lot of problems with this BitGrail. It was the major exchange where it was on there. And the price was going really well, as you can see in that chart. The price was pretty strong. It went from 12 cents and we're up to $28, $30. And what happened was, it's come out so far that BitGrail Exchange, they asked the devs to alter the ledger to cover the losses of the stolen coin. Wow, so this will be interesting how this unfolds and see what happens. So apparently 17 million Nano was stolen in the hack, which is worth $187 million. So this was interesting. And they were basically trying to cover that up. So I don't think that's going to be a good thing for BitGrail. Probably not going to see much action out of there. And you got to be worried if this is true, that they were trying to cover up the losses from the stolen coin in the exchange. Do you want to have your currency? You want to have your cryptocurrency on those exchanges? So BitGrail is not a big player, but they did definitely have Railblocks. But now I believe you can get Nano, I'm glad they changed their name to get away from that. You can now trade Nano on Binance and KuCoin. And as you can see, on Binance we're at 61%, both in Bitcoin and ETH, 12%, and KuCoin about 8%. So that is good. At least you can start trading that one. So it's a very interesting project, that Nano. I have briefly covered that before. So other than that, there wasn't too much else that really stuck out. Even on investing.com, there was nothing too interesting there. They're talking about political donations for Bitcoin. Obviously, they're collecting. I wouldn't be surprised if more and more places accept crypto. And it's a good thing, because even if government starts accepting it, then we'll get other places to start accepting it as well. So that's pretty good. And I think that was about it. Nothing too exciting. So we'll close that down. If you guys have got any news or want to ask any questions, you've got my attention. I've got you guys on there now. So if you've got anything you want to ask me and cover, I've got a bit of time to cover that. So don't fear, just ask away, and I'll be too happy to help out. I went through some of the comments from what you guys leave just to see if there was any decent questions there. There were some on about cloud mining and stuff like that. Now there was the only one that I know. Well, I don't know all the cloud mining, but the one I know that is Genesis mining, if I can spell it right. Yeah, I think I possibly have a link. I can't remember. I have to check to see if I have a link for you. But genesismining.com, that's one that's been around a long time. You have contracts, you can get into it. But yeah, look, it's one of the ones that, as far as I know, is not dodgy. It's one where they're actually got hardware. You're paying the money for these contracts. So basically you sign up and you'll buy a contract. I think it's usually generally 2 years. So here we go. So for example, this will cost you, $1,520 to get 40 megahertz for 2 years mining Ethereum. Okay. And there's no maintenance fee. And the mining starts this date, purchase plan. So this is how it works. You basically pay up money up front, and then I think within a month or two they start paying the mining. So they start paying you back, and you start earning on the mining. Now it does take some time to get started and actually recoup that from mining, and then secondly it does change according to the prices and costs and stuff like that. And you can go all the way up to, like, 12,960. The only thing about these ones is you'll put the money, invest it, and you will get, returns daily. Okay. But if you compare it to different things, like whether it's ICOs or just getting into different coins, you might find that it's more profitable not to mine, and might be more profitable to do something else. So just remember that. I might try and do a comparison between maybe some mining and some other different avenues. But literally, even if this does last 2 years, here's the thing. Ethereum is moving to a proof of stake. So they won't be mining in the future. So that's something you can be aware of. And yet they're selling plans. So these are things you may not be aware of. So at the moment, I don't think Bitcoin, let me just have a look at Bitcoin, won't be available. They're all sold out. Let's see what else they got. Dash is sold out. Ethereum's open. Litecoin's out. Monero's out. Zcash. So Zcash, you can mine 2-year contract. So yeah, you can pay some money. You're going to get pretty much the returns. You can check out the calculators and see how much you're going to get returns. But honestly, if you spend this kind of money and get into, let's say, a coin or an ICO, let's say for an ICO, you can easily get double your returns on. So you can turn that 7,000 into 15,000 in a pretty short period of time. Okay, so why wait? Up to 2 years to get this back plus a little bit more. It's just crazy. You wouldn't do it if you just putting your money, giving it to someone else and letting them take care of it. Sure, but if you're a little bit more active, you can turn that, at least double it. And this is doubling it for just one ICO, for example. Or if you were trading coins, it might take a little bit longer. Maybe it might take 3 months to get that double, depending on which ones you're trading. So there's different strategies for it. But yeah, that's what I'd recommend for mining. There is a couple of others. I'll try and find a little bit more link. But at the moment, I'm not recommending mining because you can make a lot of money doing other stuff. All right. What else we got here? So a quick one. Alan Smith says the dominance of Bitcoin being so low compared to before. So if we have a quick look at coin market cap, you can see the up here when it loads. Here we go, BTC dominance. Now if you click on that little percentage up there, I have shown you this before, but I'll show it to you guys again. This essentially is the market cap with BTC versus everything else. So as you can see, it used to dominate all the way along here until basically January of last year, when it went all the way down to about 39%. It went up again, and now it is stalled back down to 32, and is currently, I think, at 34%. So it's not dominant anymore for lots of different reasons, and you're starting to see the other coins getting closer to it. So yeah, there's reasons for that. Basically, these are when the fees started to, when Bitcoin started to have its scaling problems, and this has just escalated. And because they haven't solved that, this is where we're at here. If Bitcoin had solved I believe if they solved the scaling issues and there was hardly any fees or anything like that, it wouldn't be a problem. But my personal opinion is they kept the fees high. Then they created a problem. Then they had to bring in some solutions to fix that, and those solutions basically put the control into a small amount of people, and they will be making more money from that. So you'll still be paying money to get those transactions, and it looks like a lot like how banking works these days. So I'm not a fan of these secondary networks where they're basically putting more regulations and more controls on this. I would like to stick to coins that are just simply blockchain, decentralized, without any second or third layers of payment systems where they're going to be controlled by a small few. So yeah, that's disappointing with Bitcoin. Who knows whether it will go back to the way it was, I doubt it. So there'll be other coins that will take over in that place. It'll be interesting to see if that happens this year. So that was just a quick one on dominance. So that's why they're losing it, and these coins are gaining more dominance. And you can tell in the charts because it's to do with the market capitalization. So Bitcoin has 148 million and Ethereum is 85 and Ripple's at 43. So you know, if Ethereum increases its price and the market cap goes higher than Bitcoin, it'll be number one and it will have more of a dominance over Bitcoin itself. So that's how that works. All right, and we'll do another. Let's have a quick look at a couple of more things, and then we'll finish up. Let's have a see with some other questions here. Someone asked, Crypto King asked about Litecoin. What will it be at the end of the year? Well, I've seen a lot of good things happening with Litecoin. So if I go to Twitter, and we'll quickly look at Litecoin. Nearly every day, every second day, I see news coming out for Litecoin. And basically what it is such and such processor is now you know, using Litecoin, for example. So here you go. So Coinbase, here's one that's come out today, launching a new service for merchants, adding Coinbase Commerce button similar to PayPal. And they're going to use, so Coinbase launches a PayPal-like plugin for Ethereum. That's interesting. That's a good article. I might check that one out. This is what I like about currently Litecoin. Oh yeah, so that's credit card, PayPal, Coinbase. Sweet. Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. I'd like to see Dash added to that, and Bitcoin Cash. That would be nice. So yeah, this is the thing about Litecoin. They want to be a processor, a bit like Dash wants to be the same thing, and Bitcoin Cash is working on as well. But Litecoin have really been, you know, accepting it lately. So let's have a look. Alliant Payments, you know, using ads Litecoin. So they're really pushing, adding it to Litecoin. Let's have another one here. Just having a quick look. This is all today's news. Yeah, Nimbus Tokens accepts Litecoin. So basically, if every day more and more merchants are using Litecoin, it's going to make it more available and people will use it. It may not be the fastest, but if they can get, if it's better than Bitcoin in terms of using it, people will start using Litecoin. I use Litecoin a bunch because a lot of I get a lot of Litecoin, and so I use it, and I can use it to transfer. I like Dash, it's faster, but and Bitcoin Cash, but Litecoin would probably be my third preference. And also I heard recently they're reducing the fees on Litecoin to make it more competitive against you know, for example, Bitcoin Cash and Dash at the moment. So that'll be interesting. At least there's some more competition for payments, whereas Bitcoin is just left in the dust for payments anymore. So I think that's, yeah, about covers it there. So that just answers a little bit about, you know, where I think it will be at the end of the year. With this type of adoption, last year it was, I think it was possibly, I have to double check, I think it was like 40x or even more for Litecoin last year. It really went up a lot. Minimum 10x this year on Litecoin. I really see it doing well, and probably very well compared to some of the other ones. So yeah, that is exciting news. Alrighty, I think I'm going to finish up now because I've got to get started on that other webinar shortly. So yeah, I've noticed a lot of great comments, not too many questions, so I appreciate the guys that are asking the questions. That is good, and because yeah, if you're not sure of something, ask the question. If I don't know the answer, I'll try and find out the answer and teach you about it. I mean, that's the idea. If you learn, I learn. You know, I don't know everything, but I do know a few things since I've been in this space for some time. So awesome. Alrighty, well, I think that covers for it tonight. Now, if you're new to the channel, all you need to do to get involved with the giveaway is you hit the like little like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And then put your comment or question. I always prefer questions. Put that into the comments and post that on to YouTube or Facebook. And then what I do is tomorrow I draw out a winner and I'm giving away $10 worth of Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so thanks you guys. I'm glad you're here, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, bye.